Hi everyone, I'm going to do a video today about my jumper collection or my winter jumpers. That's what we call sweaters in Australia. So I hope you can deal with that if you're from America and you call them sweaters. So I used to have a lot more, but over the last few months I've kind of shrunk the number of jumpers I have down to now I have one, two, three, four, five, six, and two of those one of them's a cotton one. I'll show you anyway. But yeah, I used to have a lot more. I just purchased two more. One of them hasn't arrived yet, but in the last few weeks, I kind of gave one away and sold another two on eBay. So one of them was a long kind of cardigan, which I did wear a few years ago quite a bit, but I just didn't wear it this winter, so I decided to sell that one on eBay. And another one was a equipment cashmere jumper, and I was really just kind of disappointed with it because I know that Equipment is a French brand and they make really nice silk blouses and stuff, and then they started to make cashmere jumpers, but it was just kind of, it peeled really badly, like, you know, the little balls on jumpers. It peeled really badly, and I just think every time I wore it, I felt a bit disappointed. So I decided to sell that, and so that was kind of -3. And I think I started to feel a bit like panicky that I didn't have all of my the jumpers that I had left for like warm winter jumpers were plain colors, and I have discovered that if I just have too much plain clothing in my wardrobe, I start to feel sad and depressed. So I decided to buy the two new jumpers to kind of brighten up the warm jumpers that I have. So I'll just show you what I have. I'll start with this one. Is by an Australian brand called Banjo and Matilda, and they make really nice cashmere and cashmere mix jumpers and stuff. And the style is it's called Sloppy Jojo, and it's got, you know, that kind of V thing there, and then it's got this sort of decorative top stitching. But I'll just go back a bit, and it's just a like classic crew neck kind of jumper in yeah, and it's 100% cashmere, and this does peel a little bit, but nowhere near the way that the Equipment one does. And I've been wearing this. This is probably my most worn jumper. I've worn it heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps. And if they had another jumper, if they'd had a striped jumper or something that I wanted, I probably would have bought another one of these, because the price is like quite good for cashmere, and the quality is quite good. But I'll just say I really like cashmere jumpers. They're so soft and they're kind of quite fine, and they keep you really warm and stuff. But I used to have a Pringle cashmere jumper that I bought on eBay, I think, a few years ago. So it was vintage, but the quality was like amazing. It just never peeled, like, ever. It looked beautiful, and it was vintage, and it like lasted for ages. And I ended up getting rid of it because it was so old that the elbows started to go. I also had a Pringle kind of twin set, so it was like a t-shirt and a cardigan, and they were just old, and it started to get holes in the elbows and stuff. And I also had another Jaeger, which is an English brand, I think, a Jaeger cashmere jumper that had a kind of leopard on it, which was quite cool, but I don't know, I didn't feel like it suited me 100% when I wore it. But anyway, that just never peeled. And then, like, there's lots of other cashmere brands that have come along, and just the quality isn't as good as it used to be. Anyway, if you're not very interested in that, in cashmere, you probably find that really boring. But anyway, so I have, this is a cardigan. It's a kind of long line cardigan, which I bought on eBay. It's a rag and bone one, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's black and navy. So it's just see, it's navy. Oh, I don't know if you're able to tell. Should I bring it closer? But the ribbing around here is black, and then this is navy. So I like this one because it goes with black and navy things. And then this is a Sass and Bide, which is an Australian brand. This is a Sass and Bide cashmere jumper, which is more cropped than this one. So it looks nice with high-waisted jeans and stuff. But this has really peeled a lot. I'm kind of disappointed in that respect. And when I bought it, it had shoulder pads in the shoulder. But I took them out because I didn't. It kind of, I wanted it to be more casual, so I removed the shoulder pads. And then this one is by the designer Marcus Lupfer, I don't know. I think he's based in the UK, and so this is my kind of going out jumper. So it's wool, and it's got this sequin mouth on it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's quite a fine knit, and it's more fitted than the other one. So this looks nice with jeans, and you can wear it with a skirt or my single skirt that I have. Yeah, so this is my going out jumper when it's cold. And then this one is another Sass and Bide jumper, and it's cotton. So I haven't really been wearing it because it's been too cold. But when it's warmer, and I need a jumper, then this is what I usually wear. And so it's kind of more oversized, and it looks nice with jeans. Or I don't know if I've worn it with shorts. Usually if I'm wearing shorts, then it's really hot. So, but yeah, I've had this jumper for a few years, and I really like it. The quality of this one is fine, but the other Sass and Bide, the cashmere one, it's a bit disappointing. Anyway, and then this is one of the new ones that I bought, and it arrived a few days ago, and I tried it on, like the night that it arrived, I tried it on with, like, I think all my jeans and pants that I've put away that I might wear in summer, just to see if it went with it. And I tried it on under my trench coat and under the leather jacket that I share with my husband, just to make sure. I'm trying not to be too impulsive with things. When I buy new stuff, I'm trying to kind of like take my time in deciding whether I am going to keep something or not. Because I bought this from a online store which is based in Germany, I think. So I can still send it back if I want. But I didn't take the tags off. I've just kind of kept it in my wardrobe because I didn't want to get carried away with the excitement of having something new and wearing it the next day, and then kind of like starting to go, actually, maybe I shouldn't have kept it. Maybe I don't like it as much as I thought I did. So anyway, this one is a striped one, and it's 50% wool, 50% cotton, so it's not a super warm one, but it is warmer than the cotton jumper. So yeah, it's unusual, kind of like, this is a kind of lavender color. It's a lavendery color, and then this is a sort of light mint green, and it's by the brand Proenza Scula, which is a usually very, very expensive designer label, and they do a lot of kind of craft. There's an emphasis on craftsmanship, so they'll do lots of like dyeing techniques or patchwork or kind of craft, like or prints that are very kind of complicated, and they also have they often have really nice knitwear. So this is obviously knitwear, but it has a really nice pattern, like different stitches through the knit. So this is I think this is called a moss stitch. And this, I think, is just regular, a row of plain, a row of pearl. I don't know if anyone knits. Yeah, and it's black on the back. So I think I'm like 90% sure I'll keep it. I'm still waiting to see if I change my mind. It does look nice with all my clothes, but I just want to make sure. I'm becoming more like when I first received it, I was a bit like, no, I'm not going to keep it. And then I've been kind of going back and forth, but I think I will keep it. But I don't know if anyone has an opinion. Let me know. So yeah, that's my jumper collection or my sweater collection, and I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, maybe hopefully I'll do another video next week. Okay, thank you. Bye. Hi everyone. I'm going to do a video today about my jumper collection, or my winter jumpers. So that's what we call sweaters in Australia. So I hope you can deal with that if you're from America and you call them sweaters. So I used to have a lot more, but over the last few months I've kind of shrunk my the number of. But in the last few weeks I kind of gave one away and sold another two on eBay. So one of them was a long kind of cardigan, which I did wear a few years ago quite a bit, but I just didn't wear it this winter, so I decided to sell that one on eBay. And another one was a equipment cashmere jumper, and I was really and so that was kind of -3. And I started to feel, I think I started to feel a bit like panicky that I didn't have all of my the jumpers that I had left for like warm winter jumpers were plain colors, and I have discovered that if I just have too much plain clothing, I'm kind of disappointed with it, because I know that Equipment is a French brand and they make really nice silk blouses and stuff, and then they started to make cashmere jumpers, but it was just kind of, it peeled really badly, like, you know, the little balls on jumpers, it peeled really badly, and I just think every time I wore it I felt a bit disappointed. So I decided to sell that, and jumpers I have down to, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 of those well, one of them's a cotton one. I'll show you anyway. But yeah, I used to have a lot more. I just purchased 2 more. One of them hasn't arrived yet.